What you're about to see is a video I recorded earlier today at a sale in North Florida in the rain. The southeastern farmer community is in bad shape right now. We're hurting. We had low commodity prices this year. The corn wasn't worth anything. The cotton wasn't worth anything. We had good yields, but the commodity prices were low. Our peanut yields were not good, but the peanut price was fair. And so if you grow cotton, corn, and peanuts, which is what we do in the southeast, you most likely lost money. And they lost across the farm community enough money that a lot of farmers are selling equipment. So at these sales, you're seeing a lot of equipment. The sales are bigger than normal. And the big problem going on right now is the people that buy farm equipment is farmers. And since all the farmers are selling their equipment and farmers don't have money, then equipment is going super cheap. If you're looking to buy farm equipment, right now's the time to do it. You can buy good farm equipment for a very cheap price right now, but if you're a farmer and you're in a tight spot and you have to sell the equipment, it's bad news. It's bad news because equipment's going cheap, and so not a good time to be selling equipment. Hey y'all, today on the farm, I'm at Mason Auction in Campbellton, Florida. We got a little bit of a rain falling down out here, and there's a lot of farm equipment gonna get sold today. I thought the rain would keep some of the people away from the sale, but that is not the case. People are more than glad to come out here and look at this equipment and place their bids in the rain. This is pretty cool. This is a KMC strip till with auto resetting shank, so you don't have to get off and change a shear bolt every time you hit a rock or stump or something. It'll auto reset, and they've permanently affixed it to the 8-row 1720 Maximer, so you can strip till and plant in one pass. Really cool. Y'all see what I see? Oh, diamond in the rough out here. One of the greatest tractors ever painted green. Look at there. Holy crap. Looks like a brand new penny. Good night. Wow. Super clean. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Looks like they just painted the hood, because I can tell this because the fenders are in, you know, a little rougher shape, but the hood's out here beading water and it's in flawless shape. So I think they did a little brush up on the hood. They obviously put new interior in here before they brought it to the sale. All this interior is brand new, and so they just put it in here. Really good, really super clean. 4960. 8370R John Deere. These are some powerful tractors, and they're good. In my personal opinion, though, I stay away from all John Deeres that have a letter in their name, because they have DEF, they have regen and they have a short life expectancy on that engine, about 7,500 hours. Start talking about engine replacements. We've done 3 of those, even keeping up with all the regular maintenance. If they're regenning, they're burning the motor up. Cat D5B. My dad has a D6C with the hand clutches. These machines are bulletproof. They are highly reliable. No creature comforts, but if you had a chain big enough to hook it to the side of the earth, it'd pull the world around. Super reliable, super awesome old iron. Got his fan. That's his air conditioner right there, blowing right on the seat. I think I've seen half a dozen of these 7000 series John Deeres at this sale. This one is really cool. Four drive 7000. it would be perfect for spraying peanuts. Perfect, perfect, perfect spray tractor. Inside looks pretty good shape. Use a little bit more of the insulation, but overall she looks pretty clean. Fires right off. We had one of these probably, I don't know, 15 years ago, a little longer. Ours was a high crop, so it had the tall tires. All four of the tires were tall instead of having just a regular size 4-wheel drive ones up front. It had ones super tall in the front, and it was lifted up high, so we could spray cotton with it, and you could come over the top of corn with your secular application, not worry about laying the corn over. This one you couldn't do that with. It's not that high, but you could spray peanuts. This is not a super heavy tractor. It's a light tractor, strong enough, big enough. You could put a 24-row boom sprayer on the back of it, and this would be a perfect spray tractor. You could also do hay work with it. It's got enough clearance under it, a lot of clearance on the front, so you could have tall windrows. If you have somebody raking with a huge rake, making large windrows, you could get over the top of them with this and bale with it. Super awesome tractor if you're doing cattle work or if you're spraying peanuts. A lot of these 7000 series tractors aren't strong enough to do tillage work, or the type of tillage work that row crop requires. This tractor would be good for spraying, be good for maybe vegetable applications. You know, you might could do some vegetable work with it, maybe pull the plastic layer, the transplanters, that kind of stuff. But if traditional row crop farming tillage, that's not going to cut it. But a lot of great applications for tractors like that. I like the old quad range 7000 series tractors. Check out this Great Plains speed disc. So these, this is a vertical tillage or a Turbo Max. They operate at a higher rate of speed than you would a traditional disc hair. You have the wavy disc, instead of having your cupped discs, your cupped pans, and all these are angled that way, and one's the other side angled that way. These are all angled straight. Got heavy duty scrapers on there. Got this back here behind it, the spine wheels, breaking up any clods you may have, and then you finally come over with a basket, leave it smooth as silk in the back. Really cool. These turbo tills do a great job. There's a pretty cool little KMC cultivator. So your crop, your cotton, if you're growing cotton, will come through right here, and you got these sweeps on either side of it, clean out the weeds, clean out the row middles. You can let down these right here. They just take that out and flip this over and put it down. And what these would do is your small crop would pass in the middle. This is protecting your sweeps from throwing dirt on top of your crop. Your crop's coming through here, and you got these wheels on either side of your crop protecting it. Some people call that a rolling cultivator because the wheels are rolling by. It's protecting dirt from being thrown over on your crop. But what you're doing is those row middles, you're throwing dirt all over them. You're pulling up any weeds that are there, and you cover them up with dirt. And this is keeping your crop from being covered up. Another classic Soundguard John Deere. These are really good tractors. This is one of the things I came to this sale to see. I'm not planning on bidding on this particular item, but it is one of the things I came to look at up close. You don't see a lot of whites in our area, and I saw there's a couple at the last sale I went to, a couple field bosses. I wanted to check this one out. It's a little bit different size than the ones that we looked at over there in Headland, and it has a cab. I've never ever seen the inside of a cab of a white tractor. All the ones I've been around have been open cab. Okay, I'm gonna be dirty after I sit down in here. Whoa, water washing this. Good gracious alive. Son of a gun. Give me a little brief heart attack. Basic, but you got everything you need. She's gonna go cheap. These stand hay planters are one of the main things I came here to see in person at this auction. I may bid on these. They can be attached to a toolbar, so you can line up however many you want to. A lot of times you use plant on a bed. You have a wide bed, and you attach them really close to each other, and they have belts, and they are belt planters. So you could plant like onions, cabbage, lettuce, sorts of things that you would put together on a bed. Instead of having on 36-inch rows, you may have 4 wide between your tires of the tractor, and you can adapt them, like I said, for whatever spacing you need. Really unique, interesting planters, a lot of times used in vegetable production. $1998 3500 HD. That's back when a truck was a truck. I got 2 questions. Do they just own one set of running gear, and they brought all these up here, they bring one up here and drop it off, and then go back and get another one and come back and drop it off? And they've got a bunch of bodies sitting around? Or number 2, what in the world happened to all the running gear to all these trailers? It's just a lot of 7000 series tractors here today. Oh, this one's got a doormat in it. Come on in. Clean on the inside. Headliner's good. Insulation looks good. Fires right off. Wow. Super clean for this vintage. This tractor's in impeccable shape. Got the stretch frame. Dang, what a hopper. Good night. A couple of these old Ford 5000s at the sale today. Y'all may have seen a video last week, a short. I was at my neighbor's farm. He has a collection of older Fords. I have one that's on its way to the farm in the next couple of weeks. You'll be seeing it on some future episodes. I like these old Fords, not known as the most reliable or the greatest tractors ever made, but super cool, and I like them. You never know what you're gonna see in lower Alabama or North Florida. Case in point, somebody's selling a mobile home at this farm auction. This one looks like it's been sitting here at the sale a while. The grass has grown up around it. They've had it on the lot for a minute. You talk about a full set of weights. Son of a good night. I wonder how long she's been sitting here and why. Look in here, boys and girls. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Flat tires everywhere. Good gracious alive. You kidding me? So what's happened here, we've had a leak on a remote, and so we're dripping hydraulic oil out of the remote, hydraulic fluid, while you're running it, creating dust, and then that turns into this. This is hydraulic oil and fuel dust combined, and you get this. This is what happens. And you can tell by the amount of it that it went on for a very long time. There's no way the operator did not know this was happening, because it is everywhere. They would have been putting hydraulic oil in this tractor every day. So you know they would see all this. Holy crap. Looks like a 6-foot dipstick. No oil on the stick. What a surprise. There's no hydraulic oil, no transmission fluid in this tractor. I wonder where it went. A couple of cool vintage pieces here. We have a John Deere 400 grain mill on the farm. You've seen me use it in multiple videos. This one is in much better shape than mine. Really like this machine. I'm planning on redoing ours within the next year or two. It's time, it's due. So this one is in really good shape. Obviously been kept in a barn its entire life. Shows signs that it's been used, but been very well maintained. Love it, love it, love it. Really cool. Then you got this old vintage 6620 combine. I don't think they're going to auction this off, but man, this is super cool. I've not seen one of these in person. I've seen them on Big Tractor Power, but I've never seen one in person. Really, really cool. Old school International. Huge stairs. Very plain, very basic interior, Mack truck seat. Just the things you need to work, nothing extra. Super, super cool vintage tractor. A couple of Umberfurth Perfector 2 field cultivators. Y'all seen me run one of these. I like the one I have. Very useful tool, does a good job. Interesting to see what these go for today. Small 7000 series tractor with a full rack of weights. Now this tractor don't have the power to do tillage. You might could pull a small field cultivator, maybe one of those Perfectors, but I'm not positive about that. But with that amount of weights on the front, I'm thinking he's carrying a large boom sprayer on the back, a lot of water, and he's trying to keep those front wheels on the ground. As y'all know, I have a soft spot for big old trucks. I love old trucks, and it's too cool they park these particular models side by side, because I have an F600. Mine's a 67, but it's the same, the grill and everything's the same. I have it parked out in front of my farm store with our farm logo painted on the doors. And I have a C60, the same body style as this one, parked behind my farm store with a 1,600 gallon water tank on the back that I use for spraying. Both of mine are in a little bit better shape than these, but it's too cool that someone has the same two trucks I have. You notice the top corner of the baskets are painted black. The manufacturer usually don't do that. The farmers will do that. When you're picking peanuts and you're looking over your shoulder into the basket trying to see how full it is, if you paint that top corner black, you can actually see the peanuts in the basket better. I can't explain the science behind it, but a white basket or a gray basket, once the dust hits it, it's all tan. The peanuts on the inside is tan also, but you'll see them on the Amadas pickers and on the KMC pickers. They both have light colored baskets. And you'll see farmers that paint the top corners black on them so they can see in the baskets better. The Colombo has a navy basket, and you will never see someone paint the top corner of a Colombo basket.
Are y'all looking, guys? Is this thing on?
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, all right. It's a 637 guy. 10 and down 12.5. It's being down 12.5. Now 15 down, down 15, 15. Do you want to number the 15? 15 down, number the bill. I got 12 down the bottom, 15. 12 down the bottom, 15 down, number the bill. 12 down the bottom, 15, 15. Do you want to number the bottom, 15, 15 down, down there. 15 down, number the bill. 13, 14, 14 grand on it. 13 down the bottom, 14 down, down there. 14 down, 15 down the bottom, 15, 15. Get it back in, chair, down the bottom. 15 down, down. 15, get him in, 15. I got 14, 15. Now 16, now 16. 16 down, down there. 16 down, down the bill. 15 down, down the bottom, 16. 15, 5 and down, 16. 16 down, down there. 16 down, 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 15. 17 down, down the bill, down the bottom, 17 down, down there. 16 down the bottom, 17 down, down there. Last call, 17 down, down there. Less than final call, down 17, 5. 17 down, 5. Hold on, down the bill, 17, 5 and down.
There are some good deals being had out here today in the rain. Don't seem to be a lot of people leaving. A lot of people still arriving to come stand out here in the rain and buy up all this farm equipment. I'm gonna head back north. I thank all y'all for watching. Hope to see you next time. can't come to Florida without buying some oranges. Have to stop by the road, pick up a few oranges.